Crab cakes are a favorite at a traditional Italian Christmas Eve dinner.
Roberta Lombardi, the creator of the elegant occasion, is back to share her family traditions for this special night. Welcome back. It's always great to have you with us.
Great to be with you guys.
And this is a special recipe.
Yes, it is. My husband is from Maryland, and so he knows what a true crab cake should taste like. So, you know, when I met him, any crab would do. He's like, no, you have to have the real jumbo lump. It has to be, you keep the pieces whole. You don't mix it too much. It's very little breadcrumb. And he's right, and they are terrific.
And fish is crucial on Christmas Eve for any Italian.
Yes, it is. Growing up, my mother used to have the big pot with the snails, and she used to beat the snails down. They'd be crawling out of the pot, and she'd have the wooden spoon pushing them back into the steaming pot. We've changed our menu up a little bit since I was little.
I'm sure you have some funny stories to share.
Especially on Tuesday, we had Chef Sylvia, who had the pulpa, the octopus. He brought in the entire one. It was enormous and tasty, though, for sure. So what do we make? We're making the crab cakes today.
We're making the crab cakes. So I have here a pound of jumbo lump crab.
Jumbo lump, okay.
Now in this bowl, I have 1 egg that I'm just going to lightly beat. What I like to do is combine my wet ingredients to almost make a sauce so that I don't have to mix too much with the crab and break it up too much. So I have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I have a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise.
Real mayonnaise.
Real mayonnaise. These are a little fattening, but heck, it's Christmas.
Exactly. Who cares?
I have 2 tablespoons of plain breadcrumb.
Okay.
And then, this is my secret. This is a 1/2 teaspoon of Old Bay.
Not a secret anymore.
Old Bay is a seafood seasoning. They really use it on crab in Maryland when you have your crab feasts, where you go to the restaurants and they lay out the brown paper bags on the table and the steaming crabs come off of it. They all have that. So this is really a nice addition mixed with the crab. Okay, so see how it kind of became a sauce?
Yes, creamy.
I'm going to put it right into my crab. And I'm going to use a fork to mix this up, again, so that I'm just tossing it basically to get it coated. And the breadcrumb will help bind this along with the mayonnaise. I'm going to use some gloves.
I already like this because you see mostly crab. You don't see a lot of the
Right, a lot of times you have either a lot of breadcrumb or you even have a lot of filler like peppers and onions and things in there. This is truly just about the crab, showcasing the crab. Okay, so got my gloves on. So you just take your crab, kind of put it in a little mound in your hand, like that, and then drop it into a plate of, again, plain breadcrumbs.
Okay.
Just coat it nicely, and you just make it into that perfect little shape there. Very easy. This is a time saver. Do it the day before. All of this can be done 24 hours in advance.
And then you put it in the fridge?
Cover them tightly, put them in the fridge, and you're done until you're ready to fry.
Well, that looks beautiful.
Which is where we are now. Now we're ready to fry. So we have
olive oil in the pan?
Olive oil and a little bit of butter, so about a tablespoon of each. And these are going to fry up until they are golden brown. Just a couple of minutes, we'll heat that up a little more.
Because essentially the crab is already cooked, so you don't really need to...
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. It's just basically to get that golden brown crunch and to heat the crab through, and they're going to be delicious. And this is your finished product.
And you serve it with?
I serve it with a little remoulade, which is just mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, cornichons, or you can use a dill pickle if you don't have cornichons, a little garlic, and some fresh tarragon and some parsley. Just whip that up, and as you can see,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Roberta, while these are
delicious.
cooking, let's talk about the twist on the pignoli nut cookies.
Okay.
We've been eyeing these cookies.
I know.
So you see these as pignoli nut cookies. Usually you have to find them at, an Italian cafe in Hartford or in New Haven. We make these. This recipe has been in my family since I was very, very young. And it's just one of our traditional Christmas cookies, and they're made with almond paste. And so simple to make, so delicious. It's almond paste, breadcrumbs, egg whites, sugar. That's
you've
all
topped
this
them,
cookie
though,
is.
differently.
Yes, instead of topping them with pinoli nuts, I take almonds and I just grind them up, and then I put some food coloring on them, toss them up, and sprinkle it before baking just to give them a little color. And that way the almond is carried through all the way.
And this is a favorite cookie to serve during the holidays.
Definitely a favorite. I do a huge cookie tray, and I give them as gifts as well to people. And I do typically between 10 and 14 different kinds of cookies and include them on the tray.
So you're baking a
I do bake a lot. I
days.
bake probably 2 times a week. You know, I'll do 2 different batches a week, and I start right after Thanksgiving.
You
They
do
all
the rainbow
freeze.
cookies, Roberta?
I do.
Those are my favorite.
Those are my
Those are my
daughter's favorite. Yes, I'm
Very
making those
time
next
consuming,
week.
though.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Patty
Maybe
Force, rainbow
maybe
Patty Force.
we'll get some.
Yeah, come by my house.
Okay, perfect. All right, for Roberta's recipe, all you have to do is go to WTNH.com and click on Connecticut Style. And if you want more information about Roberta, all you have to do is go to theelegantoccasion.com.
Yes.
We're going to taste all this at the end of the show,
Okay.
so don't go anywhere.
Okay.
I know you're going to tell us how to set the table
We're going to
coming
do
up
the table
next.
next, yes.
All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after this.